Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. Okay, the first card we got is a number 1. So you're making a brand new start on something over here. It looks like you're starting to focus your energies and attentions. So you've got a goal that you want to achieve and you're starting to focus. And you know, the card number 1 is usually a card of manifestation. So that's what you're trying to do at the moment. You've got the 0 card over here. So you've left something old behind, ending off an old situation, beginning of a brand new phase in your life. You've got a lot of strategy, a lot of things that you're thinking about doing. Now you can't see clearly about what you have. You don't have a very clear vision about what you want to do, but you definitely are starting brand new again. This is like the Fool card. And then you've got the Rose over here, and this is talking about maybe there's a new love coming in for you here. So something brand new coming over here that's going to make you pretty happy. So there's a change of circumstance. If you're already involved in a relationship, it might be, things getting better within that relationship. In the past, you had the Knife over here, so there was a decision that needed to be made. It may have been some kind of legal decision. You've got that bullseye over there, so you had been focused on that and maybe dealing with people as well, maybe trying to reconcile relationship that had broken down. There was a lack or a loss of communication with this particular person. So you've been having some problems. It looks like you've received some kind of message recently, maybe from this person with whom you'd had a breakup with. So there was some kind of news that came in. This could also be that legal news has come in for you, and this is now allowing you to make a fresh start, really. So going into the future, you've got the Flying card over here. So you're rising above that circumstance. You're getting over it in the future. It looks like things are starting. There's a lot of communication going on over there. But this is a card of hope. This is almost like the Star card, and getting over things, overcoming things, seeing the bigger picture of things. And then you've got the burning card over here. So you are burning your bridges and walking away. Whatever happened was very dramatic for you. There was a lot of chaos, maybe a lot of loss. Maybe you even had to move home. You could have lost your job as well. But it looks like you're leaving it and walking away from that disaster. And you're flying away really from it. So it looks like things are going to start improving for you. Okay, so I'm just going to draw some cards from... Let's get these put away. The Parrot Tarot deck. And this is a really lovely deck as well. It's quite an old deck. Old in the sense of when it was actually published, but it's a very beautiful deck. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you've got the 3 of Discs over here, and you can see you've got Mars in Capricorn there. So this is talking about starting to focus all your energy, or you've been focusing all your energy on your work. Working very, very hard. You can see this goat is pulling this cart with the pentacles in it. So you're working pretty hard for your money. You're using a lot of strategy as well. Now you've got the Rose sitting in the middle of those tiles there. And this is saying that, things are good. There are some good things about it, but there's also thorns in a rose. So therefore, there could be some people or some situations that are causing a little bit of upset as well. You're being handed this nice little rose bush over there by the hand of God. So it looks like there's going to be some kind of opportunity that might present itself to you as far as your work goes and helps you with your career. You can see the rose is being placed on the cart over there. So it looks like in your work situation, something's going to be offered to you that's going to make things very, very much easier for you, but still really, really working hard. You've got this doorway open over here, so new doors are opening up for you as far as your work goes. Now with the 3 of Discs, or the 3 of Pentacles rather, that's the card, there's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of help that comes in and a lot of communication, but it's also being in charge of a project. So you're the one that's heading whatever is going on, but you are working very, very hard, and your focus with that Mars in Capricorn is on that work at this moment. So what has happened with you? You've got the 5 of Cups over here. You can see is the card of disappointment. You've got Mars in Scorpio over here. So there was a lot of tears, a lot of heartache, a lot of you can see these roses or these flowers actually crying blood tears. So something that caused a lot of upset in your life. And it might have been, you've got a lot of two, you can see there's twos, this is in the shape of a two. So it's usually about relationships. There's been a breakup of maybe a relationship or a breakup of some kind of partnership, but it has led to a lot of disappointment and upset over here. Mars in Scorpio, it might have been, maybe a love relationship breaking down. There's a lot of disappointment, but it's also a card that shows there was a lot of vindictive energy that was involved, and this is why you are so upset and crying over it. You're trying to get your balance back over there with the Temperance card, so you're trying to get rid of those emotions, those negative emotions. Whatever happened affected your home life, it seems. You've got the volcano erupting there in the back, so it was some kind of big dramatic event that happened, and you had to draw on a lot of inner strength in order for you to get over the situation. You are now starting to heal from it, because even the Five of Cups is usually a healing card. So this is, things starting to happen on a positive way. You've got a new moon cycle over here, so the old is ended and the new is beginning. You've got a rainbow usually comes in after there's been a big traumatic event. So it's usually the healing powers of the rainbow, and it speaks about positivity or, being optimistic about the future as well. There's also a bridge here. It looks like, you're making that decision and you're crossing over that particular problem or that issue. And, maybe this person and you have broken up or gone your separate ways. You can see there was a lot of lightning and there's a lot of clouds at the top of the card over there, showing there was quite a big argument or disagreement that happened, or some kind of very, very big traumatic effect things that happened. So there are two mountains over here showing that there are still obstacles that you are facing, but you are now coming to terms with it. And, you are using all your positive insights to get over it. You might be doing a lot of praying. You are drawing on your spirituality really to overcome this particular problem. So in the past, you've got that Three of Cups, which is showing, there was abundance that was, you had a really good family life going on over here. You've got Cancer here, Mercury in Cancer. You were pretty happy. You might have been involved with somebody. There might have been a three-party situation that happened. This could also be the support of people around you, during a difficult situation. You did have a lot of abundance, in the past. But what happened, there might have been a legal issue that happened or something, because this is the Mentor of Swords. You can see there's a lot of air in this particular card, which is like Gemini, Libra, and Mercury. So there was a big mental problem, mental in the sense of the energies were to do with legalities, or they were to do with mental anguish that happened. The Mentor of Swords is like the Prince of Swords, or rather the Page of Swords, that comes in and brings in legal news. So you receive some kind of very, very distressing news. There might have been a judgment that was made or something that happened that caused the breakup of a particular situation. So something was destroyed. You can see this pathway is no more complete. There's a break in the road. So it has set you off course. It's gotten you right off course, whatever it is that happened. So there was some really, you were in a really good place, and then something came in that stirred up a lot of upset for you. And it could have been something that came in very, very fast, and it was very, very upsetting or very, very traumatic for you. And it could have been a legal issue. Or then again, it could have been, somebody that you were dealing with. You could have been dealing with one of the air signs, which is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini energies that caused a lot of problems and caused whatever plans you have to come completely to a halt, a break in the road, a break in your path, and it's now left you quite traumatized because you're sitting and crying over it with that Five of Cups. Now, on your mind, you want a new beginning. This is what's been playing on your mind, and a new emotionally beginning. So, whatever this Mentor of Swords, it could have been a divorce or some kind of legal separation from this particular person that you were dealing with. And now you want to make a fresh start. It looks like, you can see there's been in the background volcanic eruptions over here. And you've got this volcanic eruption going on as well in this Temperance card. So something really dramatic, something really big happened over here that caused a lot of problems. But you are now trying to take your control back, take your power back, and move forward. That's what you want. So going into the future, you've got the Ten of Cups, satiety, and this is about, the end of difficult situations. So you've got Mars in Pisces over here. Now, Mars in Pisces is not the best placements to have, because it's a detriment, it's in its detriment. In other words, you're feeling very, very low energy. You're feeling extremely worn out, very, very tired. You just want this to end. This has got the Tree of Life here. So, you are doing a life review as well. But with this particular card, it's a 10, it's an end of a cycle. And with the 10 of Cups, it's an end of a difficult emotional cycle that you've gone through. You're now doing, you're thinking a lot about your life, and you're taking things back. You want to get that emotional control back. You are feeling very defeated. So it's got the Five of Swords over here. You might have come out from a very, very difficult legal situation. Like I said, it could have been a divorce. You are feeling defeated, so whatever happened, whatever the outcome of that particular case may not have gone in your favor. You've got Venus sitting in Aquarius over here, so Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and that brings sudden dramatic changes, dramatic endings. Venus shows that that it might have been a love interest or something that you were very, very dedicated to on an emotional level. Or very, very invested on an emotional level. And it looks like, you can see the star standing in the middle and all these swords pointing at it. So it looks like everybody came at you. You were victimized in this particular situation. And you are feeling very, very betrayed as well. So whatever it was that happened, there was a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of backhanded or underhanded behavior rather, so people doing things behind your back, and this caused this particular issue to happen. So whatever this drama was that happened caused a lot of problems, and it looks like it's on an emotional, on a personal level, simply because you are able to go back and do your work, but you're still coping now with this emotional problem that is going on in the background. Now you've got the Justice card over here, so you are dealing with a legal situation. So this could be a divorce that you're dealing with, and you're waiting for news to come in. You've got that Hand of God coming in as well over there. This is the Justice card. So you are being given a hand, you are being guided, and you are being helped through this particular situation. There's a lot of angels over here in this particular card. So, know that, you are not alone in it. You might get some kind of communication if there's any letters or things that you need to, or any documents that you need to look at. Make sure that you're reading them very, very carefully. You don't want to be caught out by the fine print, and make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, really, is what I'm trying to say. But it looks like you're waiting for some kind of legal decision, and that's going to bring in that ending, that emotional ending that you're going through. Now, what's your hopes and fears? You want the world, so you do want things to end. You want things to reach completion. You want closure on this particular situation, and that is what you're hoping for. So going into the future, you've got the 10 of discs over here, the 8 of discs, and the 6 of swords. So discs in this deck is about pentacles. So you've got the 10 of pentacles over here. It says whelp. So, it's an ending of a financial situation as well. So if you were financially tied with somebody, financially dependent, or you had joint finances, it looks like that has come to an end, or will be coming to an end. You've got Mercury in Virgo in this particular energy. So you must think yourself out of the situation. You need to be focused. You need to be concentrate on whatever is going on. And Virgo is the card of being alone. So this is like the end and moving out of a relationship and into maybe the single life in itself. There could be a financial payoff as well with this 10 of discs, because it is a wealth card, which means that there is some kind of money coming to you, some kind of settlement coming into you. You've got the 8 of discs over here, which speaks about prudence, and this is again Sun in Virgo. So this is about you needing to focus, you needing to watch your spending, watch what you're doing, watch your finances quite carefully, and be very practical when it comes to dealing with money issues or money matters as well. With the 8 of discs as well, with the Sun in Virgo, there's a lot more concentration on the work front, so you'll be focusing a lot more on your career, and there might be some kind of learning opportunities that come in with the work front, because the 8 of Pentacles is about being that apprentice, being that student. So there is some kind of opportunity for learning and advancement by that means. But it is a prudence card, so that means you have to be cautious with everything around you and tread carefully. With the Hermit card, there's usually always a snake in that card. So, watch out for hidden enemies. Watch out for people not looking out for your best interests as well. The last card is the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, Mercury in Aquarius. So Mercury in Aquarius, both, very malefic energies, meaning that they're negative kind of energies. So, you're still battling on the mental front, dealing with all the heartbreak, thinking about it a lot, and being very, very stressed out about it. You can see even these swords are bent out of shape. So, you're doing a lot of thinking. Maybe it's affecting your sleeping, maybe it's affecting everything about you. You've been through a lot of, tower moments, especially with that Six of Swords. But it's also a card about, moving away from that particular situation and moving away from a mental point of view. So, you're overcoming it. You're leaving that situation. You've got to leave it and just move on. Take whatever is yours and move on. Take your lessons. If you have to move home, take your belongings and go. This could be also a card of travel, and this is a card usually about getting away from, that situation. And it's a card that's saying, you've got to use a lot of logic as well, because some brilliant ideas are going to come to you on how to sort the problem out. Aquarius usually brings these sudden spurts of brilliant ideas, brilliant things coming. And because it's ruled by Uranus, things happen very suddenly. You've got Mercury over there, so your mental energy is going to be all fired up. You're going to have some really good ideas, and you're going to find the solution to this particular problem, either to get you away from it physically or to get you away from it mentally. So you are going to be able to move away from things. So I'm going to draw some cards from the Angel Tarot. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Fire over here, so a sudden event that needs immediate action. Time is of the essence. Think things through clearly or carefully. And so you are moving away from things. You might be even changing jobs over here. With the Knight of Fire, it's generally about travel, and it's also about relocating to do a job somewhere else. So there could be a new job coming up for you, a new offer for a job, and you might need to travel with that, and pretty quickly as well. You could also be dealing with a fire sign person here, and maybe they're coming in with some kind of message for you. But this person's carrying this, this rod that's on fire. So something that makes you act very quickly. It could be news, but it could also be an offer that comes in, and you need to make some decisions pretty quickly. You've got the King of Water over here, which says, open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So whatever this decision is that you're going to have to make pretty quickly, you're going to have to get some kind of advice or support from it. So somebody that you respect, somebody that you trust. It could be a water sign person, it could even be a professional person, a professional counselor, but somebody needs to give you some kind of input in how to deal with this particular situation. And you've got the World card over here, and this is ruled by Archangel Michael, which says, a job well done, joy and contentment, a path towards enlightenment. So you are ending an old cycle, and you are moving away. So whatever this news is going to spur you into action. It looks like you're moving away. You can see the sea there. So, water behind. So you might be doing overseas travel here. And you've even got the King of Water, so maybe traveling overseas. With the World card over here, it could be a change in a job situation. The World card is ruled by Saturn, and with Archangel Michael on ruling the card as well, it's about something legal and something official involving your work situation. So you could be signing new contracts, but it's definitely the end of an old job and a beginning of something new, and there could be some kind of financial payoff as well with this. So it looks like you're getting closure on this particular situation. You're going to be moving forward, and it's all going to be work related, it seems. So you are moving away from this into something positive. It looks like you're ending cycles. You've got that 10 of Cups over here. You've got a 10 of Discs there. It looks like you're ending cycles completely. You're moving from that 5 into the 10s. So that means that where you were grieving about things, that 5 of Cups, you're now moving into a 10 of Cups, which means you're ending that cycle. And where you felt very, very defeated, very, very disempowered with that 5 of Swords, it looks like you move into the 10 of Discs, which gives you some kind of financial stability and security and allows you to move forward. So you are ending cycles. You're taking charge. Finally, there's that legal issue that is coming on. You're waiting for that to come through, and you're going to be moving on and making changes, especially with that World card. So you are closing that situation down and moving on. So I hope this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and excuse me, leave me some comments if this message has resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.